What is up, Cryptoverse? Greetings, humans of Earth. How's everybody doing right now? I hope everybody's doing all right. I'm doing good. Trying to make sure that everything is working correctly. All right. So this is Sovereign Starseed. It's a radio station / channel where we just get down and we talk about cryptocurrencies from an amazing perspective, from a very global perspective. So I hope everybody on Earth is feeling good today. I was waking up today, I was telling myself some affirmations that things are going to be nice, and that I'm going to be able to buy some more Bitcoin today, because that's like the #1 investment on the planet right now. And I just think that's awesome. It's a great time to be alive. We also do studying sometimes where we'll talk about like different things that are happening inside the cryptocurrency universe. Or I'm sorry, we'll do study sessions where we'll talk about things that happen inside like the esoteric universe. And that like extends way beyond Earth, if you know what I'm saying. So I was just up late last night because I was starting to get so fired up about things. Starting to research deeply into these blockchains. And I just want you guys to know that you couldn't be alive at a better time. That's why I'm like grooving right now. You know what I mean? So, first thing, let's get into the crypto news. First thing I wanted to talk about today was quantum computing. Quantum computers could jack your crypto private key in 10 years, researchers say. So this was published by CoinDesk earlier today, and they're saying that quantum computers are coming, and encryption, including the kind used to underpin cryptocurrencies, is in trouble. That's according to researchers at the University of Singapore and colleagues who have estimated how soon the computers might be able to break Bitcoin security. So Bitcoin encryption today is ensured by the difficulty of cracking its code using existing computers, but quantum computers will theoretically be able to work much faster because they're not constrained to working with bits, values that are either 0 or 1. Quantum computers use qubits, which take advantage of the very strange ways subatomic particles behave to contain more values, or even 2 values at once simultaneously. So at first reported by MIT Technology Review, the researchers investigated quantum computing application against both mining pools and using the machines to attack private keys. Miners will be safe for longer than wallets, the researchers contained. And, you know, basically I understand that too. Just with my expertise in cryptocurrency, I can say that I heard initially, when I heard about cryptocurrencies, it was 2010. And there were some very awesome things that were happening in my life at the time that brought it into my life that make me very grateful for that. But regardless, you know, the people that were telling me about cryptocurrencies were basically telling me about how there's this new type of currency that just came out a few months ago, and it is something that you can invest into, and it's like the internet of money. And basically it's a decentralized network for cryptocurrency. And I was like, decentralized? And at the end of the conversation, like, I just learned so many different things because I was so into it, you know, right from the get-go, from when I heard about it. And basically at the end of my conversation a long time ago, I was asking my friend who showed me about this, I asked him, you know, can this be hacked? And he said the only way that it could be hacked is with quantum computing. And, you know, that's a very smart answer because, first of all, I was, you know, skeptical about getting into Bitcoin. You know, I was all like, what is this thing? Like, you know, if it can be hacked, you know, like, what's the point? And also tell me about the hackability of it because, you know, there would be times that, like, I would be trying to end up seeing like what the strength of the networks would be, you know, in those types of um, technologies, I guess you could say. And when I was first hearing about this, like he was telling me that quantum computing is the only way that it could end up hacking into the network. And the way that quantum computing basically would hack into this network, after I was studying it a little bit further, is that you can see that there would be like maybe a quantum computer at one of these universities that could tap into something like the Bitcoin network, and it could possibly break a SHA-256 algorithm. And the SHA-256 algorithm is the strongest algorithm on the planet right now, and it's well, I mean, you know, and that's debatable. You know, it's the strongest algorithm that I've heard of so far, and um, yeah, like SHA-256 is basically what upholds, that is the security that upholds Bitcoin. So if this is like anybody that has any questions about this, go ahead and throw them out or anything like that. But SHA-256 is a specific algorithm that upholds the Bitcoin network, and the only way that that could be overthrown would be if a quantum computer got into the Bitcoin network and started to take it over. Because unlike normal computers, quantum computing can actually do multitasking, and it can compute more than one. Um, it can compute more than one task at the exact same time simultaneously. So that alone right there makes it huge, guys. So quantum computing is something that, you know, I've known about that is definitely a risk to Bitcoin. There are other risks to Bitcoin as well. You know, it's not perfect. It's not a perfect cryptocurrency. Nobody's ever claiming that it is, but I will say that it's the closest to perfection we've come so far. And so with that, I just wanted you guys to know that quantum computing is something to be aware of, but not necessarily to be too concerned about yet. And the other thing is that they're talking about taking your private key here, and your private keys are things that you can store offline. So those are things that you can still remain immune to quantum computing until you take that private key and upload it to like an infected blockchain or an infected network. Because mark my words, it's already right now in November 2017, but there's going to be viruses inside blockchains at some point. There's going to be these types of things, taking things from people. So, you know, be aware of it. Don't be too concerned, but just be aware is what I would say here on Sovereign Starseed. Next, I want to go ahead and talk about how Bitcoin Cash, it's like one of the hottest cryptocurrencies right now that's happening. And the IRS is watching what's happening with that blockchain. Coindesk.com is producing another article that's pretty good for us today, where it's talking about how Bitcoin holders in the U.S. might be feeling giddy about the free money they've received as of late from Bitcoin hard forks. But with tax season right around the corner, they might also be feeling a bit uneasy. While the money generated by the Bitcoin Cash hard fork and the possible money generated by the Bitcoin Gold hard fork has played a role in driving Bitcoin's price surge, it's not all fun and games. Bitcoin owners have effectively acquired value for free, but there's still a cost associated with the assets. So, you know, that's just something to be aware of. Is that this is something that CEO of Node 40, a TurboTax-like platform for cryptocurrency owners. Oh, that's pretty cool. Node 40 is something that I might end up looking at for doing my taxes at some point when I need to, you know, cash all this out. Should I want to realize my cryptocurrencies back into US dollars. But I'd like to say, here on Sovereign Starseed, cryptocurrencies is really like the way that we're moving forward, and I would just like to end up putting out a lot of awareness to the fact that if we are changing our cryptocurrencies back into US dollars or back into fiat currencies, a lot of us are kind of missing the point. And like there, in my opinion, the way that I'm working with it right now is that I don't really want to cash out, you know, any type of cryptocurrencies unless I absolutely have to. Okay, so like that's just kind of the way that I see it, and like Um, People say that they can get free money, but like money is something that is like a legal term that surrounds like certain currencies that were existed, that those terminologies existed before the cryptocurrencies. And so, yeah, there could be things, that I'm speaking about that I may not comprehend yet about the law bodies and things like that. And, frankly, it doesn't matter because cryptocurrencies are evolving the world so fast and so free that, like, humanity's becoming free from this all the time. And so, I don't know if we've gotten free money, if the IRS wants to see it that way. I don't think we've gotten free money, but we have gotten something for free. Um, but that wasn't. Do you think that that was for free? That's a good question to answer. Is like, do you think that we really got that for free? Because what I had to do is I had to make moves in order to try to get Bitcoin Gold. Yeah, I mean, you guys can see it on my old channel. So like, that wasn't something that like I necessarily got for free. I had to put, time, effort, and value into something, which is like, that's what all of this is. That's what all of this is. We all always value things with our dollars. And so I don't really think that like, getting anything was really free. Like, we had to end up moving our assets to certain areas where we valued that we were going to get Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin Gold. And that in itself, is like a service that we're having to provide for ourselves. So that's something that's interesting there. Next, I just wanted to go ahead and talk about, hey, Mahaba, hey, Flat Prig, glad that you made it. Let me go ahead and see what's going on here. I'm glad the Periscope is working again. Let me know if this is the stream coming in okay on Periscope. What's going on here? Let me go ahead and get the thing set up. I want to see what's going on the Periscope. Here's the liveness. Hey, cool to see you, man. Hey, cool to see you, man. Okay, so there's about like a 20-second delay still, but that's all right. I'm still getting things down. I'm still getting this a little bit better. So, anyways, what's good though is that it looks like the stream is starting to be a little bit smoother. So I can appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate the hearts, my man. So yeah, so just giving you the daily cryptocurrency. If there's anything that you specifically want to learn about cryptocurrencies, go ahead and throw that out in the chat. Go ahead and let me know, or shoot me a message because I would love to end up detailing, answering any questions that we have. Um, so, anyways, the next thing I was going to talk about is Citigroup. They have their CEO. What's interesting is that he's talking about how the Bitcoin threat will give rise to state cryptocurrencies. So this is pretty interesting. This is what I feel like would be the biggest news of the day is that Citigroup is a big bank that is here in the U.S. And it says Michael Corbett has predicted that state-sponsored digital currencies will arise from the threat posed by Bitcoin. And in an interview with Bloomberg in New York yesterday, Corbett said that current cryptocurrencies represent a real enough threat to the financial system and that governments won't take the disruption of their capabilities around data, tax collection, money laundering, and know your customer lightly. He continued, it's likely that we're going to see governments introduce not cryptocurrencies. I think cryptocurrency is a bad moniker for that, but a digital currency. While encouraging people to go out and try using cryptocurrencies, which he said are still pretty clunky. Corbett argued that the underlying blockchain technology has potential and should not be dismissed. Okay, so he's starting to follow the script. So what I would say is that, like, this sounds like they are now starting to kind of get in line with saying that, like, hey, we can't deny this anymore, but we also don't think that the cryptocurrencies that are here are going to last. Which, you know, to the people of Earth, I just want to ask you guys something, and that's that, we are the ones that use these currencies. So who is it that we really have to be asking whether or not we can be doing these things? I just also want to go ahead and ask, the people of Earth as well, is that, like, look at the way that these are set up. This article, it's another one from CoinDesk.com, but he is basically talking about how, like, there's a threat, and they pose a real enough threat that's in quotes. And so here's what I have to talk about, is that, like, why are we labeling cryptocurrency as threatening? Why aren't we labeling cryptocurrency as supportive? That's the way I'm seeing it. I would like to end up, to restructure this whole article, and instead of threat, I would like to, like, put the word support in there, and then see if it changes the whole tone of things. Let's just check it out real fast. So, like, let's just read it real fast and look at threat. I'm gonna do that. Watch this. Citigroup CEO: Bitcoin support will give rise to state cryptocurrencies. I'm going to replace the word threat with support in this article. Citigroup CEO Michael Corbett has predicted that state-sponsored digital currencies will arise from the support poised by Bitcoin. In an interview with Bloomberg at a summit in New York yesterday, Corbett said that cryptocurrencies represent real enough support to the financial system that governments will take the support of their capabilities around data, tax collection, money laundering, and know your customer with open arms. Now, that's the way I would like to restructure and start to see some of these articles coming out. Now, that's just my opinion. These are just my observations of the situation, and that's how I feel here on Sovereign Starseed Radio. Anybody else that feels the same way, let me know. Let's talk about it, because this isn't just, something that, like, I want to end up speaking about. There may be points where I'm going to end up having some other people on this as well. But, it's very important for us to see this type of information that's coming out now. I want the people of Earth to start to know that if you look at cryptocurrency information and news articles before 2017, you're going to start to see a lot of great information and a lot of great projects and a lot of great intentions. I think when you start to look at cryptocurrency information 2018 and beyond, you're going to start to see mixed information. And then it's going to start to get harder and harder to discern the propaganda that's coming at us for cryptocurrencies, because obviously the people that control our currency currently don't like it. So it's just something that I wanted to speak about real fast on this, because, the propaganda is something that you're going to start to see more and more. I think 2017 is when the lines are starting to get blurred. And that's this year. That's here. That's right now, because we're starting to see, big people putting their faces on the top of articles, smiling, saying, oh, yeah, banks aren't going to take this lightly. Well, it's okay. Of course, they're not going to take it lightly, because what I have to say is that banks are going to have to go and find other jobs. It's just not part of how planets need to continue to evolve, especially our planet, and especially with the predicaments that it's in right now. So these are just the ways that I feel. Again, just observations of the situation. Finally, I just wanted to go ahead and, anybody that has any questions, go ahead and throw them out. Anybody that has anything that they want to say, go ahead and let me know. Shoot me a message. Next, finally, I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys what's going on with BitConnect. BitConnect, it's been such a scam, so that I've gotten all my money back now and then some, guys. So there have been so many people that have been talking about how BitConnect is a scam, and about how, oh my gosh, it's a Ponzi scheme, and don't get invested, don't look at it, don't use it. Okay, I know what you're talking about. And so what I have to say to that is, um, this scam is such a scam, if we're talking that way, that it's paid me out. Let me just go ahead and show you my proof today. So I've invested, before today I invested 56.40. If you look at my previous videos, it was at 56.40, and I stopped investing at that point because I wanted to get all of my money back. Okay. And so, as of yesterday, I was at 100% ROI on BitConnect. If you guys want a link to this, just go ahead and shoot me a message. I'd be happy to get you a link and get you on the team, because I got people that I'm definitely helping out with compounding their money as well. And we got a great team. As you can see, the team isn't too big, but that's because we like to focus our energy on each other a lot. So, with this, what I could say is that the total investment right now is 57.10 that I've put in, and I have earned 57.13.21, people. So, like, here's what I got to say to you is that, like, I have now made more than 100% return on BitConnect. I am now at more than 100% return back on BitConnect, and now this has been producing something for me that is a compound interest stream, that is passive income every day. I would love to end up showing you guys some more about this. Um, and this is just something that I wanted you guys to see, so that way you can look at it for yourself. You could see if this is a scam or not. And I can tell you this, I got into this just a little over 3 months ago, and there it is. I've gotten it all back, and now it's going to continue to compound for me every day and provide passive income for me every day. So this isn't prejudice. This isn't something that you can't do. We could definitely do this. We could set you up. So it doesn't discriminate. This thing pays out like clockwork every day. And I'll say this to anybody that wants to subscribe to the channel, follow, retweet, do those types of things that are doing, sharing this with other people if they find value in this. It'll help me out, get the message further, and then also we'll start getting you into showing some of the other investment techniques that we're going to be using on this channel as well. So, with that, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that's been listening. Thank you to the people of Earth. Just continue to compound, continue to hold yourselves in a good way as these cryptocurrencies come out. Um, and I will see you guys in the next episode. So just chill till the next episode. That was lame, huh? All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.